Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about key updates on Ferrari following the first pre-season test of 2026. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, when you go back to 2025, Ferrari's pre-season test was okay, but then you go into the season and it was not a good season at all for Ferrari, with the team finishing 4th in the constructors' standings. But things look to be a lot better 1 year on, with Lewis Hamilton suggesting that Ferrari was in a much better position than it had been 12 months ago, with him saying, as quoted by The Race, "Last year we had a worse start to testing. So this is actually, considering this is a completely new band of rules, it's better than we've experienced in the past, so I'm hopeful that continues." Now, it's fair to say that Ferrari had an excellent pre-season test in Barcelona, and on each of the 3 days that they ran, they completed over 100 laps. I mean, on the first day, they completed around 121. On the second day, it was around 170. And on the third day, Hamilton completed 67 laps, while Charles Leclerc completed 78 laps. So yeah, that car is looking really reliable. Now, while Ferrari have had a really good pre-season test, most of the attention has been on the Mercedes W17 because that has just looked fantastic. They completed 500 laps without any issue whatsoever, and they were happy to pick up the pace before anyone else during the test. So Mercedes look to be in a really good position going forward. But Ferrari team boss Frederick Vasseur believes his team can also be satisfied with the running it's already completed, with him saying, as quoted by motorsport.com, "It was an interesting first day with the slicks for us. We had day 1 in wet conditions, and Thursday was a very good session with something like 180 laps on the board, and this is important for the team, for their ability to accumulate mileage, to learn about the car. It's a huge challenge for everybody, and the more mileage you're doing, the more you're learning, and this is good, but still a lot to do. It's still a long way before Melbourne and the season, but I think it was a first step. Today was a very good one. It's an important milestone to be able to run, to put mileage in. I think we can do more, but at one stage, you have to stop to refuel." Now, that is a really positive sign for the Ferrari engine, that the car could just keep going and going and going and really only had to stop to refuel. And we saw this in customer teams as well. I mean, look at Haas. They also did a lot of mileage in pre-season. I mean, for example, on Friday morning alone, Oliver Bearman completed 105 laps in the Haas. So yeah, that Ferrari engine is looking very good. And Ferrari ended pre-season testing in Barcelona on a really positive note, with Hamilton producing a 1 minute 16.3 as track conditions ramped up on the final evening of the week to end the Barcelona test with the fastest time, and that put him just less than 1/10 of a second ahead of Mercedes driver George Russell, who has been quickest on Thursday. Now, you can't take anything from testing times at this stage. However, the Ferrari car looks promising. It also looks really reliable, so this is encouraging for the Scuderia. And speaking about how testing has been, Hamilton said, "Of course, there's always small things, but we didn't really have any downtime moments where I'm sure perhaps they could potentially come over the next weeks, but otherwise it's a really solid couple of days. And then in terms of just understanding the car and the balance, we have a lot less downforce than previous years. The car generation is actually a little bit more fun to drive." And speaking about driving the 2026 cars, Hamilton went on to say, "It's oversteery and snappy and sliding, but it's a little bit easier to catch. And yeah, I would definitely say more enjoyable, but we definitely have work to do to improve, of course, like everybody does, but I think we have great debriefs." Now, with the Barcelona test now over, teams have a week to go through all the data that they've picked up throughout that test before they return to the second pre-season test in Bahrain. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.